What's up, guys? Welcome back to Lazy Cat Burrito, anything but ASIC. And today we're going to discuss Zcash going proof of stake and why privacy coins cannot be proof of stake. And I'm going to start you off with the heaviest hitter of reasons why. Let me get this graphics in. I put a mediocre amount of work into this graphic, so I'm trying to get it on YouTube. Thank you, YouTube, for not wanting to KYC me for just putting graphics up. Really thinking about leaving this place. But all right. So before we get to that, why is it that uh, why is it? What makes it? What disqualifies a coin from being a privacy currency if it goes to proof of stake? Well, one, how do you get the coin? I really gotta watch this. Keep myself on track. Why privacy coins? How do you? Okay, so how do you get the coin if you're not mining it? Now, if you're mining it, you maybe take a little bit more electricity at your house, depending on how much you build your mining rig. But generally, nobody's gonna come knocking at your door, going, "Hey, you're using too much internet or you're using too much electricity. What are you doing in here?" It's generally not gonna happen. But let's say you can't mine anymore. Well, you're gonna have to go to buy Bitcoin, and most likely you're gonna buy Bitcoin at either exchange or you're gonna buy it at one of these Bitcoin ATMs. Now, I've tried the Bitcoin ATM, and the first thing I noticed that these are most likely in convenience stores, places you get your taxes done, blah 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 blah. Now they're gonna have cameras, they're gonna see your face. The Bitcoin machine itself, the ATM, has a camera on it, and they're gonna KYC you. They're gonna want to know who you are. They're gonna want to get in your phone. They're gonna want to know everything about you, what's your location. Pull up this pen. See. Let's see. For example, you may be asked to enter a PIN code, which would be sent to the mobile phone number, and pass a KYC process, confirm your personal identity. So what's going to really happen is that they're going to basically send you back to an exchange online to be KYC. So there's really no point of really going to these Bitcoin ATMs and trying to put cash in, thinking you're going to get one of these QR codes back that just has the Bitcoin on it. That's just not how it works. So, yeah, you're already booged right there. You already know who you are. You got the Bitcoin. You send it to Zcash. Well, they know that Bitcoin came from this person that was KYC'd. It went into the Zcash at this, and the exchanges are following you at this price, and they know how much they gave you. There, your wallet's compromised. Even if you go to another wallet, well, it can get pretty intensive. But yeah. There's gonna be wallets. There's IP numbers, IP addresses dropped, and all that stuff. Especially if you you exchange it in your wallet from Bitcoin back from Bitcoin to Zcash. There's gonna be IP addresses once again going to exchanges, even anonymous exchanges. If anybody wanted to dig hard enough, they could find you. And that's one of the biggest reasons why privacy currencies can't be proof of stake, because smaller investors, I use the term loosely, we don't really get the choice of just building shell companies and hiding them behind LLCs or whatever the hell these other people do in order to keep their transactions private, which they're not really. They're already in the game, and they know what they're here for, and they're here to make money. I'll talk about that later. So, what can Zcash end up like if it goes to proof of stake? Well, there are already versions of Zcash being part of the Electric Coin Company that already exist. And see how Zcash was doing. It's 243. It bumped up against 300. People trying to get their staking amount already pre-approved, and it hasn't even been announced or finalized, but Zcoin's already going crazy. But I think this is just to get it's basically just to get Zcoin to pump. And once again, I'm gonna read out why there was so much greed in Zcoin. It's just ridiculous. But what Zcoin can eat up, Zcash can end up like is well, we got PIVX. It's proof of stake. It's got master nodes, and once again, the only way to get it is to buy it. And once again, you're going to be KYC'd. So there's no point of this ever being, even though there's Tor in the node itself, there's no point of you ever like buying this for the sake of privacy. It's just dumb. This harkens back, of course, to Navcoin, but PIVX is just what was it? Some Zcash developers and something else. It was just a bunch of Zcash developers that thought they could do Zcash better, so they decided to fork and go to PIVX and make PIVX. But there's also Horizon, which is somewhat close to Zcash, and its master nodes. It's proof of stake. I don't think you can mine it, but I guess it does fairly well. But it just really hasn't been a real banger as of lately. And there's Oxen, which is fairly new on the block. They went proof of stake earlier last year, and I think they did it prematurely. I really think they could have held out on the proof of work just a lot longer, because they were already on RandomX, and there hasn't been any ASICs developed for RandomX. I don't see what the problem was. Well, I remember what the problem. Sorry, I remember what it was. They were hoping that, just like Zcash here, that people would not buy or sell their coins as hard. They think people would hodl, or because there is a constant amount of inflation on these. There's infinite supply. It's a constant amount of inflation that people will buy more. People will be more incentivized to buy more, and that's not the case. I think all these coins are just going to end up where Deep Onion is and Purecoin, and Komodo's already down. Komodo's already been beaten down. You're gonna end up way in the back. And there's not shut up. There's no hell for them, really. There's no hell for them to go through it, but it's not finalized. So let me see. Keep on track. So those are the other coins for the Electric Coin Company, and let me read the article. It just show why the Electric Coin Company just really can't be trusted. I thought it was cool when they first kind of started promoting Zcash, how they were like, starting ZK snarks with nuclear reactors and all, nuclear reactor count. I forgot what it was. Something to do with a nuclear reactor count. I forgot what it was. You got to go look it up. It was way back when. I thought it was cool, but we're way past that. So Zcash is currently using proof of work as a consensus mechanism, but the Electric Coin Company, the developers of Zcash, recently announced that they want to switch to proof of stake. The main reason for it is that 80% of the mining is done by ASICs. Now, I'm gonna stop right there. Now, as we prove with Monero, that if you developed a mining algorithm that was memory hard, you would not have ASICs. It's just you don't want to try. You don't want to try. You just want that sweet fiat to come crawling its way into your coffers. Electric Coin Company, I see you. Well, continue on. ASIC miners who are immediately selling their rewards for profits, and stop right there. That's what they do. Like I said, Zcash, I'm sure they had great developers. They had all the opportunity and talent they needed to kick out the ASICs. This is just another point. So there's a constant selling pressure that pushes the price down. Now, why would you mention this? That pushes the price down. What are you trying to get? You trying to get the price pushed up? Why are you trying to get the price pushed up? We'll keep reading. We'll find out. A switch to proof of stake would solve this because it would make the miners want to keep their coins for longer because they wouldn't need them for mining. Another advantage of proof of stake is blockchains are easier integrated to other chains. Cosmo, for example, could be easier connected to a proof of stake chain than a proof of work chain. Same with the Binance Smart Chain. This would make it easier to use Zcash coins on DeFi protocols. Now, why would they stop right there? Why would they want to use this on DeFi protocols? Well, they want to leverage up. They want to do exactly what Oxen is doing. Now, Oxen tried this actually earlier in the year, and you see where Oxen is, right? Yeah, the leverage game is out. It's just played out. There's nothing else to leverage. You got other coins coming in, taking away all the hype that would have came from DeFi leveraging, and it's just going out the window. There's over, just in the last 2 months, they pushed over, I think it was 9,000 coins, 9,000 projects on CoinGecko. It was 2 months ago, and now we're what 11,000. Let me go look again. Yeah, get up 11,000. Oh, let me see, 11,195 projects. Yep, and it's just gonna keep growing. But let's see. Make it easier. Zcash proof of stake is always generated faster than and uses a lot of energy. They're trying to push the green agenda, and I already spoke on it. What the whole proof of work uses too much power thing. What that's all just a misnomer. Why that's all BS. What it really comes down to is that other cryptocurrency projects like Vercoin, Uplexa, any of these that are tried to keep their mining on CPUs or something else, are used, I don't know, what they're using now, Chia, Psycho, and they're all using hard drives. They've done a really good job of just not falling into the ASIC spectrum, and they don't really use that much power. So this is just, Zcash has been long enough to know better than that. They know that that's just not what's going on. But like I said, this is all about the Electric Coin Company gaining more power and more money. Read on. A disadvantage would be that the proof of stake could be more centralized, and the Electric Coin Company would gain more power over the network, and we also don't know what else the switch could change on the blockchain or its tokenomics. So the Electric Coin Company would gain more power. Yeah, like I said. However, the decision of whenever or not the Zcash will really switch depends on its users and the nodes running it. If people like the ideal, they would set the hard fork. If not, they will just continue to mine Zcash the way it is. It is also possible that this causes a permanent fork and that there will be two different types of the Zcash blockchain, like the Ethereum and the Ethereum Classic. Now, see, we don't really need that. We have Zcoin, Firo. We don't need to be splitting anymore. We don't need more projects. We just need something to do what it needs to do. The whole purpose of Bitcoin and all these cryptocurrency projects is to be decentralized away from the current financial system as it crumbles apart, and we have something else to hold on to. But these cryptocurrency projects, and I know Bitcoin is pretty much centralized at this point, but these cryptocurrency projects keep falling into this. And that's why we need to move away from Bitcoin. And eventually we will. I actually see it happening. But then again, there's layer 2 solutions like atomic swaps and stuff. But different story for different time. It's not what it's supposed to be. And granted, the outcome of there being a ridiculous amount of projects on the blockchains now is, people building their own bank. But what the Electric Coin Company here is trying to achieve is just a cash grab. It's just a big cash grab. Now, let me know what you guys think. I brought a little bit of evidence here. I don't like ASICs, but I definitely don't like proof of stake. We can do way, way, way better with other different sources of some kind of proof of work consensus. Like I said, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys some other time. Definitely.